Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's been a long time. I haven't seen you in a long time, so Schweiger is back. Well, in today's video, we're talking about fingers. We're talking about fingers today. Now, first of all, I'm going to teach you what each of these 5 fingers is named, okay? This is the thumb, this is the index finger, this is the middle finger, the ring finger, and the pinky, okay? These are the 5 fingers of a hand. But of course, that's not the most important thing. What's really important in this video is that I'm going to teach you something extremely practical, very useful, 4 idioms about fingers. So idiom number 1, have your finger on the pulse of something. Have your finger on the pulse of something. Pulse 是什么？ Pulse 就是我们的这个脉搏哈。For example, I'm taking my pulse right now. Boom, boom, boom. I'm taking my pulse right now. 如果你要是 take pulse 的话，你就能知道你这个人的身体状况好不好，对不对？那我们如果 have your finger 把你的手指放到你的脉搏上面，你就能知道某件事情的最新的近况，了解最新的消息。OK， 那我们雅思口语考试当中或者平常聊天的时候呢，经常会聊到一个话题叫做 news or newspapers. Now, for example, if someone asks you, do you like to read news or do you like to read newspapers? You can say, well, yeah, I do. Reading news is a big part of my life because for starters, it helps me kill time, right? But more importantly, if I read news every day, I can have my finger on the pulse of the world. I can have my finger on the pulse of the world. Now, why is that important? Why is it important that you have your finger on the pulse of the world? Well, if you always read news, if you know everything that happens in the world, I believe you can talk about these things with your friends, family members, or colleagues, and then your conversations will be really enjoyable. All right, so have your finger on the pulse of the world. That's idiom number 1. Idiom number 2, work your fingers to the bone, or work my fingers to the bone. It means work very hard. 非常努力的工作 okay? Work my fingers to the bone. 我们在平常聊天的时候，雅思口语考试当中也是一样的，经常会聊到工作，对不对？ Now I can say, well, if you ask me, do you like your job? Perhaps I want to say, I don't really know. I mean, I have mixed feelings about my job because on the one hand, the pay is pretty good. I get a decent salary and I enjoy that. However, on the other hand, I'm under so much pressure most of the time. For example, I've been working my fingers to the bone recently and I always have to burn the midnight oil. Burn the midnight oil 叫做熬夜的意思. I always have to burn the midnight oil. I always have to stay up late, so I'm just putting my health on the line. I'm putting my health on the line. That's something I don't really like about my job. I have to work my fingers to the bone. It means I have to work extremely hard. Okay, that's idiom number 2. And now let's move on to the third one. Have a finger in every pie. Have a finger in every pie. 如果你把你的手指放到每一个馅饼里面去的话，就说明你是一个 really nosy person. You're very nosy. You want to know everything. Why do you need to know everything? You don't need to know that. Okay, someone who noses around all the time wants to have his or her finger in every pie. 比如说，如果你聊你的同事的话， perhaps you have a colleague and he or she is really nosy. They nose around all the time. They want to have a finger in every pie. You will describe them as really annoying. Annoying. Or another word for annoying is obnoxious. Obnoxious. You can say that your colleague is obnoxious to the core. It means he or she is very obnoxious. All right? So actually, I'm crossing my fingers that I won't have a colleague like this. I'm crossing my fingers that I won't have a colleague like this. If you cross your fingers, 就是祈祷的意思, okay? 希望什么什么事情会发生. Now, perhaps you're talking about the weather. Recently in Beijing, it has rained a lot. So maybe you're saying, well, it's really coming down right now. Tomorrow I'm going hiking. I'm crossing my fingers that it will stop raining tomorrow. Okay? Or you're talking about birthday parties or saying, my birthday is around the corner. I'm crossing my fingers that my mom will buy me an iPhone 7 Plus. Or I'm crossing my fingers that my birthday gift will be a girlfriend. I'm crossing my fingers. Alright, so hey everybody, these are 4 idioms about fingers that I want to teach you today. They're very useful, very important, very practical. Try to use them in your everyday conversation and try to use them on your IELTS speaking test. They will help you get a better score. I'll see you next time, no matter when. Alright, bye.